All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So there's this question that's kind of floating around a lot of Jets fans right now, and is this Sunday's game against the Tennessee Titans considered a must-win? Now, when I'm thinking about the term must-win, I think a lot of people interpret that differently, right? And there's no right or wrong answer here. It's just kind of how you feel to the term. Now, personally, when I'm thinking about must-win games, either somebody's getting fired, right? Like the head coach is about to be, if he does not win this matchup, he's going to be let go. Somebody's going to get benched, or the season's over. So by that standpoint, right, when I'm looking at those three, I don't think this week is a must win, right? I don't think in week 2 it's ever really a must win as far as, make or break on the season. I think if maybe this was later in the year and the Jets have been struggling up to that point, then yeah, maybe a must win for Saleh, or whatever the case may be. But I think as far as this game is concerned, it's not really a must win. Now, I'll say this: if the Jets roll out there in Nashville, right, Sunday at 1 o'clock, and look exactly how they looked against the 49ers, right? They can't stop the run. They can't run block. They can't rush the passer. It's a pretty vanilla offensive game plan. There's just no juice. It physically looks like the other team is just, giving more effort. And on top of that, lose the game. I think Saleh seats white hot. Again, must win. I wouldn't go that far, but I do think, the pressure's mounting. Now, with that said, I do like the Jets' chances in this game. I do think the Jets are going to win this football game. Now, they have to look better, right? They have to be able to put together a better performance against the Titans that, compared to the 49ers game, and the Titans are not going to lay down. You can tell they really want to get back on the field. They want to play in this game at home opener to right the wrongs. I mean, they gave the game away to Chicago last week. Whether you're a Titans player, Titans coach, a Titans fan, you're walking away from that game just, oh my God, like we just gave it to them. It really does feel like there is a winning culture that's brewing in Tennessee. Like they're not settling for losing games. Now, I do feel like, again, if we can get after Will Levis, make him feel uncomfortable, stop the run with Tony Pollard, then we have a pretty good shot, right? If the defense is reminiscent to 2023 or 2022, yeah, I think we're going to be in a good spot. Of course, right, the offense has to go out there and execute, and we covered a lot of this stuff in the preview video, just kind of diving into specifics, but on things that the Jets can do or should do differently. But again, as far as this game being a must win, again, I just wouldn't go that far. It's just too early for me. If this was the first couple of weeks of October, okay, maybe I would feel like it is a must-win game, right? Assuming things looked similar to San Francisco. But I think it's obvious, right? There's so much pressure on this Jets team. Pressure to win. Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh, they have not been a 500 football team since the time of taking over this organization, right? We're seeing quick, fast turnarounds from multiple teams in the league. It's not just like a one-team anomaly that, I'm comparing the Jets to. It's Houston, it's Indianapolis, it's the Cleveland Browns, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? You could even factor in the Lions with Dan Campbell here. There's a lot of teams out there that they hit the ground running, they start moving forward. And for the amount of money that's spent on this roster, with the amount of first-round picks invested in this roster, with, of course, Aaron Rodgers at 40 years old as the quarterback of this roster, factored on top of it, as much as the Jets talk, there is expectations to win the season. And I don't think fans should be blamed for being upset or angry after a loss, despite it being early in the year, because as we all know, the AFC is loaded. And as we, move forward throughout the season, week after week after week, all of a sudden we're going to be in December. And they're going to start showing that graphic on the screen of the playoff picture, right? The wild card race, games behind, divisional races, all these things. Every single game matters. I am not downplaying regular season games in other sports, but in the MLB there's 162, in basketball 82, football 17. So they all count. You're never looking at the playoff picture at the end of the season as, oh, this team is making it in and the team behind them is 5 games back, 6 games back from the last spot. There's a pretty good chance that there's going to be tiebreakers involved. There's a pretty good chance that there's going to be separation or the determination of seeding, and also the teams that miss the playoffs. It's going to be a half game to a game. So we can't be blowing games. That's the bottom line. Like I said before, I do like the Jets' chances in this one. I like our chances against the New England Patriots despite their win against Cincinnati. But the Jets have to be prepared. The Jets have to execute. And I'm not just talking about the players. I'm talking players and coaches. Players and coaches. Team effort here. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you feel as though it's a must-win game? And again, no right or wrong answer here. This is really just subjective, which I think is really cool. Anyway, thanks so much, and as always, go Jets.